So Walking Dead is getting a spin-off series. That is huge news. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. This video is going to be about the news that came out a few days ago from AMC. The Walking Dead is going to be another series coming out in 2015, I believe it says. This is from the press release. It says, building on the success of the most popular show in television for adults 18 to 49 is literally a no-brainer, said Charlie Collier, AMC's president and general manager. We look forward to working with Robert, Gail, and Dave again as we develop an entirely new story and cast of characters. It's a big world, and we can't wait to give fans another unforgettable view of the zombie apocalypse. And Kirkman says, after 10 years of writing the comic book series and being so close to the debut of our fourth, and in my opinion, best season on TV, I couldn't be more thrilled about getting the chance to create a new corner of the Walking Dead universe. The opportunity to make a show that isn't tethered by the events of the comic book and is truly a blank page has set my creativity racing. But there, that says it. So it's a completely blank page, but it's still, tied in with The Walking Dead. Um, the executive producers are going to be Galen Hurd, David Alpert, and Robert Kirkman. Doesn't say anything about writing, but you got to assume, Robert Kirkman's going to be doing some writing for it, some portion of it. Obviously, he's doing a good job with The Walking Dead, so that just it opens up a whole new realm of questions. First of all, when is this going to take place? Is it going to be right in line with what's going on in The Walking Dead right now? As in, what are we going on now? 4 years after the start of all this, 3-4 years into the zombie apocalypse, or are they going to possibly do something completely, well, you could say original in saying, as far as the timeline, do an origin story? I think a lot of Walking Dead fans would love to see an origin story of how this all went down in the first place. Now that would have to be an awfully good story to start out with that kind of project. I think it would almost be too easy to start out somewhere else currently where they're at. I think that would take a lot of suspicion out of it. I think they honestly should go with an origin story. I think fans would love that. As far as where, uh, you could do it anywhere. Because right now The Walking Dead is basically based in the South. It started around where, Atlanta, Georgia, and honestly, from where the story's gone, I really don't think they've gotten that far out of the realm of Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and honestly, with a story like The Walking Dead, you're literally going on fumes, and you're running out of all your resources. There's only so far you can go in a matter of time. You want to make your camp, fortify it, and then you figure out where you can get all your your food from, your supplies, all those kind of things, to make it day by day survival in the zombie apocalypse. So they could start out like in the Northeast, say maybe base it in a bigger city scene like New York. I don't know if they have the budget for something like that, or like a suburb of New York, or maybe do like a West Coast thing out in maybe California, or say Vegas goes to hell, like in that one Resident Evil movie. That'd be kind of interesting. Uh, or you could go extreme and do it in a completely other country, like say New England, um, something like that. New England, somewhere in Europe, maybe up in Canada. Do a spin-off down in Mexico. The options are endless. You really could do so many different things, because The Walking Dead is tied into a specific location. They do want to stay somewhat tied into their storyline. Where they are, who they're with. I mean, yeah, they're changing characters and characters die off and stuff, but it's basically all in the South. So yeah, they could go anywhere. They can go out west. They can go out east. Um, Another country, anything like that would be a wonderful fresh start for a Walking Dead story. That's another huge thing. With The Walking Dead, when that started, I don't think anybody basically knew any of the cast, with the exception of maybe a couple people that were on the TV show. So you could probably start out, as long as they're good actors and actresses, you could start out with a whole new, fresh round of unknowns and make them into stars if the story's well, because that's what happened with The Walking Dead. You become one with these people and their adventure for survival. That's why you have the crazy fans, the fans that love and adore, Rick, Shane. Well, Shane's been gone now since the end of season 2, but you know what I'm saying. Um, Daryl, another fan favorite. You know, turn new people, you know, into stars, and that's one thing that these writers can do for a new show like this. Um, yeah, there's so many options. It's so exciting. As far as like specifically who I'd like to see, I wouldn't know where to start. Um, Maybe Ben Affleck. No, I'm kidding. He's he's busy doing some Batman movie coming up, I guess. Some little project like that. So, are you guys excited? I'm I'm ecstatic for this new news about a new TV series. Where would you like to see it based? And do you have any ideas of who you'd like to see in it? The options are endless. If you have any ideas, you can leave them below in the comments. Like it, subscribe if you like this. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.